Hey, what's up guys, it's your boy Sweetie here and welcome to Sweet Trends TV. Alright guys, so trending in the news today, Shatta Wale had his rain concert on Saturday and guys, it was amazing. Over 19,000 people attended the event to witness his performance and the launch of the Rain album. I've listened to the Rain album myself and I'll give you the review later during this video. So guys, one guy called Mr. and Mrs. Sledge, actually a couple called Mr. and Mrs. Sledge, they bought the first copy of the album for 150,000 Ghana cedis. The first copy of the album was auctioned for 100,000, but Mr. and Mrs. Sledge stepped forward and they said that Shatta Wale deserves more. Guys, I can't believe this. Roll the clip.
I know the CD they go for 100,000, right? But Shatta Wale, they deserve more than 100,000. So me and my wife, we won't give them 150,000. Wale.
Alright guys, so you have seen Mr. and Mrs. Sledge. Well, they have money and honestly, I've been thinking of what to say about what they did. I can't say anything. He has the money, he wants to support Shatta Wale. Big ups to him. Alright, now also in the good parts of the Rain concert, Shatta Wale pulled a surprise stunt on Shatta Michi. He went down on his knee to propose to Shatta Michi. Roll the clip.
Babes, you know I love you, right?
I know, I love you.
I mean, people know say I love this girl, right? I just want to ask her one question for me. Shatta Michi, will you marry me?
Yeah, so for those of you who were wondering what she said, of course she said yes. And then they had a passionate kiss, which I couldn't show to you. I'm sorry guys, I have to censor that. So people thought that Shatta Wale and Michi were having issues in their relationship, and because there was some back and forth, Shatta Michi moved out of the house into another house with Majesty, their son, and a whole lot of things. But looks like they're back together, or maybe they were pranking us, or showbiz, whatever they want to call it. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, now on to the bad part of the Rain concert. Shatta Wale and DKB insulted Sarkodie on stage. Now, even though most people were saying it's an indirect move, guys, DKB gave himself out when he said this.
If you say artist, where the way, alumi like this, you go to do this. With all due respect. You see right now?
Yes, I mean, if you're insulting somebody you really respect, that's when you actually say with all due respect. So guys, I'm sorry. Now this is what DKB had to say after the concert. I mean, he was receiving a lot of bashing on social media.
I've even lost my voice from a massive show yesterday by Shatta Wale, Rain album launch. First copy, 150,000 Ghana cedis, bought hands down. Shout out to Shatta Wale, my brother, to Xylophone Casaprek, when the entire Kolegono crew that came. Charlie Wananya Punye Fife. Oh, only for me to go online and I see a story saying that I've insulted Sarkodie man on stage. I see, I'm not bothered. Ghana bloggers, I went to kill a show in Tamale. They said that DKB has been banned in Tamale rather. So I'm not bothered at all. All I want to say is that Sarkodie, your mom and your fans, if you guys were offended by this story, I duly apologize. It's nothing of that sort. The statement I made is a vague compliment. It has nothing to do with insult. Why will I insult Sarkodie when everybody knows I'm a major fan of Sarkodie? Support him on every stage. Even when he didn't invite me to his wedding and people were insulting me with it, saying that my head would block the cake and stuff like that, I didn't insult him. So how about now? Shatta Wale has had a successful concert. Let's look at celebrating that and prepare this weekend for Glow Music Fest, and then the following week, Stoneboy Ashaman concert. Let's support our own and stop this negativity.
Well, I don't know if you believe it, but guys, I honestly don't believe it because he said it. And let me know what you think in the comments below. So moving on to the back part of the Rain concert, Shatta Wale called out anybody from the audience who's a Sark native or a Sarkodie fan to come for his gold chain and go and test it to see if it's actual gold or aluminum, because Sarkodie said this. Yeah, so I mean, people were bashing at Shatta Wale because most of the times he's wearing these chains and they don't really look like gold chains. So he called out anybody from the audience who is a Sarkodie fan to come for the chain. He was actually giving it out for free. And guys, this doesn't really make sense. I mean, with all the chains he had, if all of them were gold, I think he should have given all of them out. But how can you take just one? What if the rest of them are actual alumi? Okay, you're trying to deceive us. Alright, so nobody came out from the crowd, but this is what happened.
I won't tell where they love Sarkodie. No problem, don't worry. Come here, I'll give you my gold chain for my one gold chain, Sarkodie fan. Sarkodie fan all day. Sarkodie air condition way there. You don't get fun for you. That means that Sarkodie don't be nobody. Like you see this chain. Yes. I go take just somebody. Make the person go check. But so far as Sarkodie and fan all day. I'll keep on. They say Sarkodie and fan all day. No.
So yeah, I mean, he said that if Sarkodie's fan wasn't at his concert, then it means Sarkodie is a nobody. I mean, this is more like a pastor calling out for Buddhists in his church. And then when nobody shows up, he's like, Buddhism doesn't exist. Alright guys, so also what happened during the Rain concert was that Samini and Stonebwoy were waiting at the parking lot to surprise Shatta Wale. And guess what? Shatta Wale turned down their offer and shoved it down their throats. So this is what Samini said on Twitter, and that's what Shatta Wale also responded with. And guys, I don't think what he said was true. I don't really believe what Shatta Wale said, because if they were really waiting at the car park and they actually sent a message to Shatta Wale and he turned them down, this is something Shatta Wale is likely to do. I mean, shove it up your throat and later come out and be pleasing the public by saying that, oh, I didn't know about this, I'm sorry. I mean guys, it doesn't make sense. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, so even after the Rain album, Sarkodie was still trending on Twitter. Advice. That was on Saturday, and on Sunday, Sarkodie himself was also trending on Twitter. And guys, it was because the beef had sparked to the next level. I mean, with Shatta Wale claiming Sarkodie is a nobody and all the shades. And then he also tweeted that Bibiba, you know, this sparked a lot of, you know, controversy, whatnot. And so Sarkodie was trending even after Shatta Wale launched his album. This is something that would unlikely happen if Sarkodie launched his album and he had a beef with Shatta Wale or any other artist. I'm sure he would have still trended. Guys, I'm not a Sark native or a success guy or whatever, but I'm just telling you what's on my mind. Now, moving on to the review of the album, I listened to the album twice, okay? And maybe that's not enough, but from my perspective, I don't think the album is really worth the hype. It kind of looks like somebody who was smoking every single time he was recording, because the album doesn't make any sense to me. Even his favorite track on the album, Mama. Guys, maybe I'm just a hip-hop kind of guy, but I really appreciate Sarkodie's highest album and Stonebwoy's episodes of Mama. I've actually never listened to Stonebwoy's episodes of Mama till I listened to the Rain album. Then I was like, okay, Stonebwoy is a xylophone guy, so let me listen to him also and compare. And I did listen to Stonebwoy's album. I wasn't even through the album. I was like first 5 tracks and I was amazed. Okay, so guys, the Rain album is not really worth the hype. It's worth streaming if it's free, but it's not worth downloading if you have to pay for it, or it's not even worth streaming if you have to pay for it. So guys, that's what's trending for today, and that's what went on at the Rain concert and the Rain album launch. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I hope you like my new setup, and we're working to improve on it, so don't worry if you've seen 1 or 2 glitches. Thanks for watching, and like I always say, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hey guys, so if you like the music that I always use for my background, it's from a young and rising talent called Blakk. He has a new album called TRAPEZIUM, and it's in the description below. So go and listen and make me proud. Peace.
We make the city proud though, and we ain't caught up in the hype, no. King's speech, everybody got a spark now. The shooter, seller, or the drinker, I'm a god now. Inspire, still fires when a god in your face.